Thank you, Ceann Comhairle. The first thing I want to do is I want to thank the Minister and commend the Minister for taking on board the concerns that I expressed at the second stage debate here back on the 11th of March. I know the Minister was also communicated with by Senator McDougall in the upper house. I think the amendments that have been put forward, I want to commend the Attorney General for his role in it as well, make it far clearer to a court what is the intention of the Oireachtas when it comes to our amendment of section 252. I welcome the first two amendments which specify in the subparagraph that the child being referred to in that subparagraph is a child that is alive, and I also think the inclusion of a new section 2 is much clearer, and it ensures that the court does in fact have a discretion. The concern that I had expressed on the previous occasion, Ceann Comhairle, was that when you looked at section 1A and the new section 2A, that in fact the court would have no discretion if it was the case that identifying a deceased child would result in the identification of a child witness or a child accused. Notwithstanding the provisions contained within section 93 of the Act, I think the wording that is there now does give the court a discretion in respect of a deceased child and the ability to name that child in circumstances where there may be another child witness who could be identified as a result of it. I also welcome the fact that it creates and provides a discretion for the court in circumstances where the child victim is not deceased and the child is in fact alive but is still the victim of a criminal offence, and that discretionary provision is set out in the second part of subsection 2. So I thank the Minister for what she's done. I think it improves the piece of legislation. I want to commend her for moving it so quickly. You know, legislation, it can take time to change it. This is a complicated piece of legislation, and I think the collective efforts of people in this House and the other House have ensured that we have resolved the problem and put forward a piece of legislation that is much clearer and which hopefully the courts will see as much clearer. Thanks.